What's good, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Cole's Cowboys. Hey, I had to take a whole week just to sit back and be like, okay, let me reflect on Sunday's game. Let me tell you, man, I'll be the first to admit that I thought we had this game in the bag. I was looking over the Cardinals myself. I took the family out. I took my kids. We went to the aquarium. On Sunday, like before the game even started, I was like, man, we got this in the bag. I ain't really stressed out. Just to come home and we down 9-0. So I'm like, damn. So let's talk about this game, man. So before I go ahead and get into this, hey, hit that like button, share this content, like this content. Sub up to my channel. I'm gonna bring some heat. Me and my guy Smitty Eagle, 41-3. 41-33 the pod. He on that thing. He been grinding on the Eagle side. We gonna pair up tomorrow, and we gonna talk about this, our teams, because right now we're behind the Eagles in the division. But anyway, sub up to my channel and let's go, man. So let's talk about this game. So we were basically sleepwalking into this game, man. That's basically what it was. The talking heads, they're gonna come out here and they've been flaming us. All opposing teams. Basically we trash. I guess we're frauds and we're not a good team. And the first 2 weeks was just but we're trash. So I want them to keep that same energy. I don't believe that we're trash. I believe that we played a trash game. We took the Cardinals. We took them lightly, and I can tell how, even with the coaching staff, I believe the coaching staff took them lightly. I do want to throw out that we were missing Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, and Tyler Biadasz. 3 starting offensive linemen. 2 of them are Hall of Famers, like Pro Bowlers. Like, let's just say it, that's a big difference of the game. Going off of what Mike McCarthy said in his press conference, he did admit that he was a little bit conservative. He was playing safe because he wanted to protect Dak, and he just wasn't sure how the protections were, so he dumbed down the play calling. We saw that. Now I will say, for what we were working with, we was able to move up the field on the Cardinals. Our biggest problem was goal line, end zone, red zone situations. Mike McCarthy got to work on that, because this ain't just this game. We had problems like that. I'll give it a little bit of a grace on the Giants, but I seen a lot of that against the Jets. We were okay on certain situations, but when we really got to the goal line towards the end of that game, hell, they were stopping us. We were kicking a lot of field goals instead of touchdowns. Like, we were supposed to really demolish. If our offense would have been on key, we would have demolished the Jets by way more than we did. The defense, they took a day off. They probably was, held back due to emotions of losing Trayvon Diggs, but I don't like that. I mean, even Michael Parsons said it in his podcast, and I'm gonna get into that. But he admitted that, yeah, they were still grieving to the fact that they lost Diggs and all that. I'm like, shoot, I mean, y'all want to play, if y'all want to dedicate a game to Diggs, y'all should have balled out. Y'all should have balled out for him. Y'all should have went out there and took that anger and emotions out on the Cardinals, because they came out ready for us. They was ready to play. We weren't. That's clearly what it was. And I see a lot of people talking about Dak Prescott and saying that we in games, winning game situations, he gonna come up and he gonna end the game. The interception was dumb as fuck. It was. I don't know what Dak was thinking. And I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I'm going to keep it 100. That was a horrible throw. And this is what frustrates me when it comes to these red zone situations. Dak was a mobile quarterback. Now, I get they want to protect him and stuff since 2020 when he broke his leg. But I'm like, man, that was really a freak accident. And freak accidents can happen. But I want my quarterback to go out there and do what it takes to get points. Now, I did see him extend plays with his legs, and I like that. But in situations when you're right in the red zone, nobody's open, run. At least try to get some yards in. Even if it's a little bit, that can change a lot. It was a lot of situations. It was 2 situations where we was in the red zone, and all we had to do, we had to go ahead and either score or we had to get to that line point. And we over there throwing the ball, they missing, or dude, run in. Just try to get the yards. We can get right there at the goal line and we can do a quarterback sneak or something. A fullback dive. We could have did something. Instead, we over here trying to play it all safe and careful. Man, you need to end these people's will, man. You need to go out there and you need to score. Stop being safe all the time. That's what we're doing. And I get Mike McCarthy trying to protect Dak and keep him from throwing interceptions, because that's all the media talked about all freaking offseason. But shit, if you scoring points and you winning games, we don't care about those interceptions. It's interceptions be brought up whenever you losing games. And shit, I mean, hell, we could celebrate Dak only throwing one interception. You know what I'm saying? But hell, we can't celebrate. We over here losing games now. I know it's just one game, but I'm just speaking, I'm just speaking how I feel. We need to go out there and we need to score. Make it happen, Mike McCarthy. Make it happen, man. So, I was very frustrated with that. Very frustrated. And I'm like on Mike McCarthy's train right now. Like, I'm riding with my guy Pauls, and I'm riding with Dak Pauls as well. Like, those are my guys. I feel like they can really make a difference for this team, but they got to show up. They haven't shown up yet, and I'm waiting on it. Now, I will give the grace. I'll give the respect to how they played in the Jets game, because it was good. It was good, clean football. We controlled the time of possession. We was out there, but the only thing that frustrated me was the field goals. Can't be doing field goals all the time, especially like teams against San Francisco. We play them next week. Now, we got the Patriots. They're coming to our house. Zeke Elliott may want a little revenge, you know what I'm saying? But let's see. He might try to have a good game on us. We got Matthew Judon out there. We got Christian Baltimore. He's good. Juju Smith-Schuster, Hunter Henry, Bill Belichick, Christian Gonzalez. They've been playing good, even though they haven't been winning a lot of games. Won one game. They've been playing good. They gave Philly their best, almost won that game. They battled it out with the Dolphins. They could have won that game. They beat the Jets. And they can come in our house and try to beat us. Then we looking at back-to-back losses. Something we haven't had in a long time. Hopefully the team responds and, we go out there with a W going into San Francisco with some momentum. Now, let me say this. I'm going to get to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons played a horrible game yesterday. And he had to eat his words against Josh Dobbs, a quarterback that ain't even supposed to be starting in this league. Micah Parsons got this podcast. He got this podcast, and he's been, he'll talk and, answer questions that fans may have and stuff like that. And hey, I'm all for you having your podcast. But you are a star defensive player, a star edge rusher, face of the NFL for the Cowboys at that. They will get you giving them content. You giving them content because whenever you lose or something come off crazy, they are looking and watching your whole podcast, and they gonna use that against you for clicks. I don't like Michael Parsons. I don't really want anybody in our team having a podcast, man. I hate that, because if we lose, they gonna go off of what you said, and they're gonna have content off of it. They're gonna break it down. This is what they do. This is how they get their money. So I don't like the whole Michael Parsons podcast thing. I remember last year he was actually going to be on Undisputed every Monday with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. And after we lost our first game, he did a no-show on him. He just basically said, no, I'm not going to go. I got to focus. Yes, when we lost Dak and stuff. And I respected Parsons on that, because I'm like, yeah, we got to focus on trying to win, man. We need you focused. And I'm not saying that the podcast is losing focus, but Michael Parsons is a very outspoken guy. And I'm like, hey, it's cool if you talk shit, just back it up. Because if you talk shit and you don't back it up, they're going to throw it back on your face and you're going to look stupid. So I prefer that you don't do that anyway. Michael Parsons talks way too much. I wish he was like Dak and don't be on social media. But That's how he is. That's what he brings. That's what he wants to do. My thing is, like, even whenever we did the whole draft thing and he was all heartbroken, showing out, he did this for Bleacher Report, and he was crying whenever the Eagles got Jalen Carter. Now, Eagle fans like, yeah, they wanted him. I believe if you never got that, now they over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it comes back on you. It comes back on you, man. You're exposing yourself. I just rather Parsons don't do a podcast. That's me. You can call me the grumpy old man. I don't want him on a podcast. I don't want him doing no podcast, man. I don't like that junk. Because you playing for the Cowboys. Cowboys is America's hated team, man. It's either you love us or you hate us, and majority of them hate us. They love to see us lose. When we the Broncos lost by, they had 70 points hung on them, and people are more engaged in the fact that the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals versus the Broncos having 70 points hung on their head. This is the world we live in. So, I just don't like it. I just feel like he needs to focus. They need to go ahead and have a woosah moment, and they need to come out and really battle against the Patriots, because the Patriots going to give us their all. And Bill Belichick is a genius when it comes to taking out your best player. And it's either they're going to try to take out Parsons, or really, with Bill Belichick being a defensive coach, they're going to probably try to take out CeeDee Lamb and make us win with the other guys we got on team. So let's see what they do. Hopefully we can go out and have a good game against the Patriots. Hopefully we'll find our way offensively and solve our problems in the red zone, because that's what the Bill Belichick definitely gonna try to exclude us. We can't win games kicking field goals. We gotta score touchdowns. And Dak need to go out there and ball out, because I've been riding for my guy. But if he doesn't ball out, then we're going to have some serious conversations about Dak. Is he the guy? And I'm going to be real. It's not looking good for him. No excuses. Get the job done. Hey, let me know what y'all think. Again, if you reach the end of this video, hit a like button. Hit the like button. Hit the sub. Comment a star emoji. Hey, I'm on Dak, bro. I am. I know I've been a big Dak supporter, but this is the year. Dak Prescott needs to ball out. He needs to be the reason we win the game. And I seen him do this. So, let's see what he got, man. Hey, y'all be easy. Have a good day. Go Cowboys.